Hello, welcome back. I'm Savalian. I got a new tripod. It's right here. It's holding up the camera. And actually, I did get a new camera. This is still my phone, which I have been using for YouTube videos since the inception of my channel. But the camera's not here yet. It'll be here on Sunday. Today's Friday. And the reason I'm making this video is because this entire week I've kind of just been drifting along. Work has been really hard, both my full-time job and my side project job. It's just been hard to really focus in, and I think part of it is because the house is in absolute shambles. I haven't been taking the time to plan things out. I haven't been doing my journaling as expected. I basically have been glancing at my notebook, writing a couple tasks down, and then at the end of the week I've been plugging everything into Notion all at once instead of doing like a routine. I need a routine. I need to be in an environment that is tidy. I mean, you can see you can see all the dog hair on the ground. It almost looks like it's stained, but it is just clumps of dog hair. I vacuumed, I think, a week and a half ago. But that's just one of the things that I really need to tidy up around the house. There's a lot of just little things that I see throughout my day, and I think it's bringing me down a little bit. It's making it hard to focus, and I think with a fresh, clean slate, I'll be able to get back into the things that I want to be doing, which is game development work and also this right here. I've been having a really hard time finding the right video topic and like motivating myself to plan it out and film. I'm solving that problem by solving another problem by making this video a little get my life together vlog. And you're welcome to join me if you'd like. I'm primarily going to be cleaning and just organizing things. Welcome. Let's get started. Well, after I'm done with work, so I'm a little early on this. I have lunch in a minute, and then I'll need to work a couple more hours, and then we can really get into the cleaning. Around noon every day, I run the dog out, give the cats their lunch. I also took some time to unload and reload the dishwasher. An easy win, and something that pretty much always needs doing. Dishes and laundry. I didn't do any laundry today, but I definitely could have. I had some leftovers for lunch, and while I ate, I did my daily writing for Camp NaNoWriMo. I talked about it briefly in my Q3 goals video, but I'm working on just a little game design document, a little bit of lore and feature work for a new project. It's mostly to give me a fun little break from my current project because it's been so long that I haven't had the chance to work on something else. So it's just a nice, fun little thing. After lunch, I worked pretty consistently through the afternoon. I stood at my desk for a little while to help me focus, and around 3:30 or so, I stopped to do a workout, and that was pretty much the end of my work day. I'll check in on Slack when I'm done with everything, but I've put in a good 7 or so hours, and it's Friday, so I think I'm good. And with that, it's time to actually start getting my life together. In retrospect, I probably shouldn't have started with exercise because after the exercise and the cleaning, I ended up being exhausted and very sweaty. But on a normal day, doing a workout is a really good, consistent, reliable way to clear my head, and many people find that walking helps them with creative thinking or problem solving or just boosting their mood. So you really can't go wrong unless, like me, you're planning on doing a lot of physical work later in the day. Then maybe it's not such a great idea. Before I showered, I took some time to clean out the litter boxes. I won't show them to you, but trust me, they're kind of clean. They were clean for about 2 minutes, because if you've ever had a cat, you'll know they love using new, clean litter boxes immediately. They do not let them stay clean for very long. Next, I showered and it was time for dinner. For dinner, we had a meal from Factor 75. This is a service I tried several years ago. I'm trying it again just to see how it goes. They're just like a meal delivery service. They make the meals and ship them to you on a weekly schedule. So it's not like a HelloFresh where you make the food. It's more like a TV dinner, but it's a lot fresher than a TV dinner and tends to be a lot more balanced in the nutrition because it doesn't have to keep in the freezer for like months at a time. So it's expensive, but I have a coupon that discounts a few weeks of the meal plans, and I wanted to try it because I just really hate cooking. While our meals heated up in the oven, I took a lot of our recycling out. We get most of our pet supplies delivered, house supplies, things like that. And then we buy stuff online periodically, probably more than we should. So there are always cardboard boxes to take out. Literally always, every single day. I don't know how it happens. Also, sorry about some of these clips. The further away shots came out kind of grainy, and I'm not really sure why. I didn't even notice it until I was editing. The factor meal we had was a French onion burger with Swiss fondue and some spinach. It was pretty good. The flavors were nice. I was surprised at how good the spinach tasted because I typically do not like to eat vegetables. I like my carbs and my cheese and my meat. But I do think it needed more time in the oven. I did twice the amount of time they called for on the instructions, and it was just kind of warm when it was done. After I had dinner, I took a short rest and got back to cleaning. I started putting things away where they go, which was a big problem. A lot of the clutter in our living room is from when we had to clear out our kitchen completely for several months as it flooded in late December. They had to dry it out. They had to basically replace everything in the kitchen, the floors and the countertops, and they had to do a lot of restoration work. We've been able to put things away for a few months now, and we've gotten all the basic kitchen things done that we use regularly, but a lot of the furniture and things that we moved we just haven't gotten around to putting them back. So we also found a lot of stuff in the kitchen when we had to move everything out that we just don't want anymore. So some of this stuff is going into the garage so we can throw it out later. Please excuse the carpets too. I swear these were just professionally shampooed like a month ago. The problem is we have too many cats. They puke almost every day. It's very hard to keep up, and some of these stains are permanent, unfortunately. They live here now. The next big ticket item, if we can manage to save up for it, is to get hard floors put in, but that's gonna be a minute. Another thing that's just been sitting out that kind of drives me insane is these packs of cat food cans. We have special food for most of the cats. Gray Kitty has a prescription diet for his gut cancer. Scribbles gets a wet food because she has no teeth to eat kibble with. So I took time to unpack all these, put them away in the cupboard, and this plastic that they put around the trays of cat food for some reason just drives me insane. So getting these unwrapped and in the cupboard as much as I can, it makes the space look so much cleaner. I found a bit more recycling to take out, mostly from the cat food boxes, and then I was able to move the last pieces of furniture back where they go and start vacuuming. I had so much vacuuming to do that I actually almost ran the battery down. Not quite though, I still had like 10% left by the end of it. I also vacuumed off Gray Kitty's favorite chair, which is just absolutely carpeted in cat hair. Alright, it's Saturday. I had some coffee and some cookies for breakfast. And I think I only have a couple more things that I really wanted to do for the end of this vlog. Like clean off my desk, clean the carpets over here where the dog has left all of his fur. And then I think a little planning for the week ahead. And then I think we'll be all set. But first, I'm gonna play a little Diablo while I drink my coffee, because There's a hell tide starting right now, right when I sat down. And I'm a little tired still. I slept for like 8.5 hours, which is insane for me. That's so much. I'm still pretty tired, so I'm gonna use the Diablo to wake up, I think. But I'm gonna do that. Next, a process I try to go through at least once a month, tidying up my desk. I try not to keep too much clutter out as a rule, and I'm getting better about it, so there's not a ton here to actually put away. But keeping it clean and dusted is still a thing that I have to do, and it's still important. I trimmed off some of the dead fronds on my last living fern, but it is mostly dead, so I wasn't sure how much was safe to trim. I was really delicate. I don't even know if this little guy has a chance or not, but he looks a little tidier than he did before the trimming. The floors were the really bad part. I don't really know how they got this bad in a little over a week, but I had to empty the vacuum canister about a dozen times to get all this hair up. And I didn't record all of it, but I vacuumed the rest of the office as well. And some parts of the office, especially underneath like the shelves, it was just entire dust bunnies of dog and cat hair slurped up like an animal. An animal lurking underneath the furniture. But it feels good to have it cleaned up. I'm sure it's better for the air quality in here not to have all the hair floating around, but just seeing that it's cleaner just makes me feel like the air is cleaner. Like maybe it's in my head, but it is a real feeling that I feel. So maybe that's enough. Okay, I think that's what we're gonna call it. I cleaned up my desk, I vacuumed the rug, and I vacuumed the hard floor on my desk side of the area, and it is so incredibly hot. It's another like 90+ degree day outside, so inside in our office where the computers are running most of the day, it gets incredibly hot. It's often over 80 degrees. And I just don't think I could do any more cleaning. So I think I'm gonna wrap up my getting my life back together session with a little bit of journaling. I like to do morning pages, which are from The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron. And the premise is basically just free write 3 whole pages and just let whatever's in your brain come out. And for me, it's been really helpful. I've been trying to keep this up. I was doing really well for like 3 months straight. I did morning pages every day, and then I fell off a little bit over the past month, and I did some yesterday. It might have been Thursday, not yesterday, but I did some, and it just felt really good. It helped me get back in touch with me and what I want and what I'm feeling, and it also helped inspire the idea for this video, just thinking through like I just need to reset some things, and then I think I'll be able to work through creative work a little bit easier. And so I'm just gonna finish this up with some journaling. We're gonna call it a vlog. I hope this was relaxing. I hope this inspired you to tidy some things up, help get the air clear so you can, I don't know, think your creative thoughts unhindered. But I'm Savalian, if I haven't mentioned that. It's probably a bit late now, but I'm Savalian. I make videos about games, development, and creativity. I put this part in the creativity section, even though it was really more of a cleaning vlog, but that's just how it goes sometimes, you know? Creativity is entwined with everything that we do in our lives, in our routines. So I hope you'll subscribe, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye-bye.